Now, a lot of you might have heard that story about when David went to face Goliath. He went and he picked up 5 stones, not one. Was that because he didn't trust God? He didn't trust himself and his abilities? When he just given praise reports and amazing tales about how God had helped him against lion and wolf and all sorts of things that came against his flock, and he prevailed. The same way God would help him against this Philistine giant and conquer him. So why pick up 5 stones? So as many of you know, again, he picked up 5 stones because Goliath, if you read your Bible further and in depth, had 4 brothers listed. So he picked up 1 stone for every single giant. What I want to impact on you here further on the story is this. David was willing. He was the smallest. He wasn't qualified. He wasn't a soldier. He was a shepherd boy. He wasn't even a man. And yet, God qualifies the called. He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And he called David and qualified him above what mankind sees as qualification and ability. A mere boy was better qualified than their best trained soldiers with military experience and battle hardening that they could not do. And his weapons made no sense to them, the same way that our weapons today make no sense to the unsaved or the world, because it is a spiritual battle. And the other thing here is David was willing not only to face this giant standing in front of him for the sake of God and the testimony for God's glory, but he was willing to continue and face the next 4 giants behind this one and finish the job. That willingness, preparedness to go the distance is what God wanted to see in David. And thus David never had to face the other 4 giants. He never had to use the other 4 stones. The others were slain, but it became someone else's task to deal with those giants. God had already seen David's willingness to do whatever it took for God's glory. And that is where we should be. I am willing to go the distance for God's glory. I will do whatever it takes to do what God has laid before me, because He is in control always. And it's all about Jesus. Shalom.